Oh, one car in the wall. Adam Petty into the outside wall off turn 2. Is this going to bring out a caution? More cars involved. 4, 5 crashing off turn 2. Caution's out. Who gets back to the yellow flag first? Ward Burton.
Into the wall right there. Sliding down. Now the wreck's going to happen. The big wreck's happening behind him. As the 22 car seen that happening, he checked up and everybody just got in the back of him. That's the bad problem on restarts when everybody's bundled up with 10 laps to go. You're trying to gain positions and it happens.
Here's the ride from Casey Atwood right into the middle of the storm.
Many times you get your car stopped, but you're worried about getting stopped, Mike, because somebody catches you from behind, just like that.
I think what we've seen happen is just how we called it there. You know, they've seen the wreck happen and they checked up and the guy right behind him couldn't get checked.
Oh, trouble down here. Who is that? Is that the 26?
It is. Amick.
Oh, no. A car just turned down. One car just turned over. It's upside down on the back straightaway.
It's Michael.
Holy cow. What is he doing?
He slammed into Amick, Darrell, and that flip turned the car right over. Look at how he hit him with the right front.
Well, he needs to get out of there. Come on, buddy. Well, I know what started all this. 26 car back here. He gets around on his own. People start taking evasive action. He's coming down the hill. All of a sudden, here comes Michael
right there. Just
there it goes.
Over the left front. Catapults him upside down.
Just turned him right over. Several cars involved.
Allen's going to have some help. Oh, they almost touched. Allen back and forth.
Yeah, I think they did touch a little bit there going into turn 1.
Oh, and Lake Speed is
on the roof.
Flipping down the backstretch. The car rolling over several times.
Dave Marcus involved in it. Looked like Jimmy Spencer's car was involved. Here comes Hut Strickland spinning around. Jimmy Means in the back of the pack got by. He'll pick up a bunch of positions.
Lake Speed's car apparently hit the outside wall and just started tumbling down the racetrack. There you can see the very badly damaged Oldsmobile. Bullseye barbecue machine on the inside of the backstretch, and the caution out on lap 144.
Wow. This has been something.
We were patiently awaiting for Lake. There's the safety crew coming to Lake.
Larson, he got the car. Oh, and he and Kyle Petty get together, and the Kyle spins. Oh, please. Oh, come on, everybody miss Kyle, please.
Twice today, Kyle has been the victim of bad luck. First on pit road when the car stalled, and now his car is headed the wrong direction and stopped in turn 2.
Come on, Kyle. I mean, this kid has been running too good for this.
The caution is out.
Yeah, he got it going again.
Now, Alan Kowicki got his lap back. Ooh, he's going to back down in front of him, but they see him.
Here is what happened as Bodine and Petty went into the corner side by side, and Kyle went around.
Kyle got up in that oil dry, the stuff they put down because Bill Elliott had blown up. That's what caused the caution flag. Got in the oil dry, and around he went and lost a lap.
Here it is from another angle from our camera just over the wall in turn 1, I should say.
Well, Jeff Bodine's car was extremely loose the lap before that.
Yep.
Like he had a flat tire or something there.
Yeah, he was holding up traffic back there and was weaving back and forth across the track.
Bubble up in turn 4. Jeremy Mayfield and almost took out the car number 24 of Jeff Gordon. And somebody did get a piece of it. That's Joe Nemechek's car that's in trouble.
Now it looks like Joe Nemechek got in the back of Jeff Gordon pretty good. I believe he broke his engine oil cooler, and that's why we're seeing all that smoke as hot oil dumping on the exhaust.
Gordon sure had a close call on that one. You know, we'll see it on the replay, and it's amazing. Nemechek, it looks like something stuck in the back of his car, and I don't know. I didn't really see him actually get into Jeff Gordon.
Got a replay here for you, Ernie.
There we show Rusty Wallace. Oh, there.
Morgan Shepherd gets into the back of Jeremy Mayfield. Rusty's going to get on by clean, but Gordon's slowing down and wham.
Boom. Okay, yeah, Gordon did hit the back of.
And Joe
Nemechek did hit the back of him.
Joe had just gone down a lap. That's a really bad break for Joe all the way around.
Did Roush car.
Whoa, we got trouble.
Into the wall. Hard hit on Greg Sachs, car number 40. Caution coming out, front end gone.
He and Mark Martin tangled, and Mark is spinning around on farther down the track.
Here he is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mark. Yeah, that's Mark.
Mark went up and hit Sachs.
Yeah, he got down on the apron. He came up and hit Sachs, and that drove Sachs into the wall, and then sort of chain reaction, I guess. Sachs took a hard lick.
From inside of Greg Sachs' car, watch what happens here.
Fourth corner. Oh, we got a big pile up.
Trouble up here in turn 4.
We've got Greg Sachs, Michael Waltrip, and Brett Bodine. And Rick Wilson nails Michael Waltrip right in the driver's side, and Lake Speed is also involved.
Okay, the car number...
Looks like Brett
Bodine, it looks like spun sideways as he came around, and there's Michael Waltrip hitting him, and...
You'll see Lake Speed spin into the picture at the top of the screen here in a moment. There he is, and then boom!
Oh.
Well, he didn't hit Michael in the driver's side as much as he did in the left rear of the car.
That blue car was Greg Sachs, and the one up on the top side of the racetrack.
9. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Hard impact by Brian Vickers.
Hold it up there.
Going to bring out the caution.
I'm not so sure that wasn't bad news for Jimmy to try to lead a lap. He was catching that 2 car.
It looks like turn 3 is going to be a trouble spot here today.
And that was a hard lick.
It's a hard lick.
Show you what happened here on Brian Vickers. Top of your screen.
Man, tire just came
that's
apart
a tire.
right there.
Had to have run over something on the racetrack. You can see that right rear tire go. Man. Hard impact.
Second caution flag of the day. Hard lick there by the 83 car of Brian Vickers. Kurt Busch is our leader. Brian Vickers.
We're under caution as 2 former modified aces battled for 4th place. Doug Hevron here on pit road taping up the Charlie Henderson car, and Jeff Fuller were battling for 4th place. And let's show you what happened. Going into turn number 3, there's Fuller on the inside, or that's out of the backstretch, and Buckshot Jones was on the bottom, and either Fuller tried to move up to clear Jones, or Hevron tried to move down to use Jones as a rolling pick. What happened?
Well, here they come out of turn 2. You see Fuller on the inside. They make contact there. Doug Hevron goes around, hits Buckshot in the right rear corner. Sometimes you're just in the wrong place.
And this time Buckshot was. Both Hevron and Fuller trying to get to the same place at the same time. Here it is again, off turn 2. See, Hevron's well away from the wall. Fuller is coming up. Hevron's coming down. 2 cars won't fit in that one space.
Wow.
Chad Little shoots past, and so does Mike McLaughlin. And Dennis
Jarrett in 88 car, he drove that thing in there. Oh, and it gets into John Andretti, and he hit the outside wall.
And there goes
Bobby Labonte.
And Hut Strickland misses it.
Gets by. Wow.
That all started because Jarrett, here comes the 17 car going to get a lap back, but that all started because
he's not going to get it back. No, because Ricky Rudd's the leader. 28's the leader.
Yeah, Rudd was just way out front of him.
But that all started because Dale Jarrett overdrove the entrance of turn 3, trying to get back into the groove. He got into John Andretti, and Bobby Labonte in 18 had nowhere to go.
Yep. There's just no, coming off of turn 4 here, there's just not enough grip up high. You get out of that preferred line.
Jarrett's moving around in his car okay, but it is stuck in the mud, literally, from last night's rains. Bobby Labonte going to have a little extra rear spoiler there to work with.
See what the replay shows us, but basically what happened, see Dale Jarrett way up high here. Now he picks up a lot of stuff on his tires. He's trying to get down. Bobby Labonte, he spins around because he sees Dale coming down the racetrack. Hut Strickland sneaking by there.
And John Andretti became the bank shot as Jarrett came back down the racetrack.
See, he picks up all kind of debris on his tires.
Tony Stewart in the 20 just gets by.
And I'm not sure if maybe Bobby Labonte got booted by somebody behind him who couldn't check up in time.
Right, Bobby checked up. Whoever was maybe behind him.
Yeah,
Looks like Nemechek in the 10 car, subbing
Exactly
for Johnny
what happened.
Benson. Chain reaction once again.
Bakersfield, whoa, trouble, and a whole bevy of trucks have come together up in turn 4.
Kurt Busch and Terry Cook have gotten together, and obviously the left front tire is flat on Busch's truck.
We're going to need a spoon, guys. We don't need any gas, right?
You see the damage, the right front damage of Terry Cook's truck.
And we'll show you what happened just a moment ago to bring out caution number 9.
There we see Cook spinning, and as he goes around, there comes the 99 of Busch into that right front. And we don't see John. We don't know exactly what caused Terry Cook to spin up in the corner.
And Kurt Busch was just a victim there. He was trying to go around. Here's from Schrader's Federated onboard camera. Federated Auto Parts.
Schrader just barely.
Right now. Meanwhile, out on the track, before we go to see Dr. Jerry Punch, there is car number 19, piloted by Derek Cope, which you saw briefly touch the outside wall, then rebound onto the inside wall, and the caution flag is out once again. We're going to take another look at what happened to Derek Cope about 100 miles into the Atlanta 500. And there he is down on the apron, Sam.
All right, you see him. It's pretty clear. At this point, he is completely out of control, headed for the wall. We did not see what triggered his accident. Now he's headed probably still at 20 or 30 miles an hour at least. But such is the construction of these cars that they can take a hit like that, absorbing, as I think you saw it do, the impact.
Jeff Bodine is into the wall in turn number 1. Extremely hard. Almost exactly the same place that he crashed in the first day of qualifying. Oh, let's hope he's okay. This is boilerplate, not concrete around this racetrack. And I mean, it just springs right back at you.
Jeff Bodine, and what a great story and what a great run he'd had today. Extensive damage to the car. He really poked it in there hard, and we can see him unbuckling and apparently crawling out uninjured. But what a disappointment for this man who's been so competitive here at this triangular circuit at Pocono.
Jeff Bodine walking with a bit of a limp, maybe in some pain. Let's take a look again at what we can see and replay through all of this smoke. But I can tell you it was such a tremendous frontal impact that it wrinkled the car right to its taillights.
You can also see that there's a small hole in that boilerplate, and that may have...
A near crash. John Andretti, it looked like, got in trouble.
Oh, now we do have a crash.
It's Dick Trickle
Down the bottom.
spinning at the bottom of the racetrack.
He's going back up.
You're clear. You're clear. Come on, this strike. Go on, this strike. Come on, baby. Come on. Spotted some tires, I think.
Not nearly as bad as it could have been, Benny.
No. And Dick Trickle's car is still moving.
I think maybe Greg Skaggs got the worst of that, and it looked like that Rusty Wallace was also, if not involved, close to being. There's Kenny Wallace.
And the 88 car makes some contact, and Trickle gets forced into the wall pretty strong, and then they go down in the corner, and the Trickle's going to go down the racetrack and make contact with the 33 car of Preston, the green car on the bottom. Right there, they make contact, and look at Ernie Irvin in the back of the 33 car. But they continue on. Now the 29 car is going to come in here someplace. There he is. He goes up. He turns right, and he's going to hit the 81 car of Kenny Wallace. And here comes Rusty Wallace. Is he going to make contact with the 29?
If he didn't, he came awfully close.
Looks like he missed him.
Yep, he may have. All right, so it's our first real crash of the day, and it really, as I said, wasn't as bad as it could have been because it was in heavy traffic. There's a contact between Sachs and Trickle.
And Sachs and the 81 car, Kenny Wallace.
Yep.
And Kenny Wallace, a moment ago, let's see, Musgrave is going in the pits. And we've got a crash car in the wall. It's like Hudson Strickland has backed it instead. Left side is flattened out on the Circuit City car.
Hut Strickland had made a big move in the field. He had picked up 11 spots, was running in 24th, up in the teens, but now the car is heavily damaged, having struck the wall in corner number 4. The car is slid to the inside of the racetrack. So Hut Strickland has the distinction of bringing out the first caution flag in a NASCAR Winston Cup event at California.
And thank goodness we see that window net coming down.
That's the indication that the driver is okay. And here's how it happened. Already in the wall when our cameras caught it up in turn 4.
And all the cars going by here, cars going on the outside.
Sometimes when you get up above that dark area there on the turn, which is the groove, it's pretty sandy up there, and it has what we call marbles in racing, and it just doesn't make for very good traction.
No, down the hill he comes, and comes to a stop.
All right.
Jerry Labonte and Hut Strickland, they go around. Caution on the speedway. They're not going to be able to clean it up again in time. They're going to be coming around for the win this time. We're coming to the white flag, and here's the spin that caused things. You had Sadler 21, Hut's in that white and blue car, and Terry Labonte in the 5.
You can see that Elliott Sadler got in the back of Hut Strickland just a little bit. He made contact into the 5 car of Terry Labonte. That set it off.
Tom Carey's truck came to rest right here. He hit nose first into the wall, and we are still waiting for word from NASCAR officials. Let's go back and see what happened to Tom. As you can see, they're working with him still in the cockpit of the truck.
There he is, the yellow truck right in the center. Seemed to be some contact, yes. And now the 46 of Rob Morgan gets into the car, and he just, you're right, nosed head on in the wall. Now as he comes down, Lance Norrick is going to come along and make contact with the left side, and then Norrick is going in the wall. So both these trucks eliminated from competition, I would think.
Get another view of it there, and look at that, BP. That is, look, he lifts off the back wheels of the Detroit Locker truck, and man, and there's Norrick. So for Tom from Orange, Massachusetts, he's 34 years old. He had qualified 29th and had moved his way.
As he begins to move up, and Lake Speed is sideways in turn number 3. And this is going to be a multi-car accident. At least 3 cars are involved. Terry Labonte spins down the front stretch as Lake Speed, Darrell Waltrip, and Ron Bouchard have all suffered body damage. And Lake Speed is beginning now to move away in turn number 4. Darrell Waltrip has moved into the pit area back at Bristol, where we are under yellow because of an accident up in turn number 4. And this is what happened as Lake Speed is sideways in turn 3. And you can see him clip Terry Labonte, and there is no place for Ron Bouchard or Darrell Waltrip to go. And Bill Elliott was also involved in that, Benny, and I don't know who he hit, but he is still in the pit area, and they have the hood.
Was all the way on the apron, and around goes a truck. It looks like Timothy Peters in the 17. Caution comes out again.
And I think maybe Joey Coulter got a piece of that as well, Phil. I don't know, it was close. Maybe he missed him.
Yeah, hits just keep coming for Joey, though. Innocent bystander, that one situation with the 42 squeezing him up into the 2 truck of Elliott Sadler.
Looks like there isn't any damage to Peter's truck, so maybe missed him.
Just Timothy racing with a 32 of Steve Arpin. They get down to turn number 1. They're probably going to make a little contact right here. See Timothy gets sideways and has to chase the truck up the hill. He makes contact. Around it goes. Arpin does a nice job saving that truck.
Justin Lofton also in the 6 gets by cleanly.
That's may have been where the contact with the 22 came. Maybe the 6 of Justin Lofton.
Pennington is in the wall. Jack Pennington slams the wall. Tears up car number 47. Caution is out, second time today. Jack Pennington comes to rest up on the outside of turn 4.
Well, that's a tough break for those drivers who had just made pit stops, Michael Waltrip and
the car number 94 of Sterling Marlin. Now the others will be able to. Okay, we see him come into the turn, and it looks like the right rear tire might have blown on the car. At least the back end went out from under him, Ken, and he slams into the wall, but he stays up against the wall. And you see the other cars going by on the inside.
Tires are cooled down.
Oh, got one in trouble. Brian Scott.
It, didn't he?
And Cole went. No, they hit the wall.
Brian Scott was wheeling it.
Well, predictions were right, Alan, on these caution flags. Yeah. You can tell it. A hot track, a slick track, starting to run out of time. Strategies running through these drivers' minds right now, and they're all in a hurry.
Man, isn't this the story of Brian Scott's season?
Yeah.
Every day he's got a good car. He's up there contending. Something happens. And Cole Witt's car.
I tell you, Cole's been kind of the leader of this camp all year long, the Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's been running strong. Good runs almost every single race, and had another good run going today until this happened.
See if Austin Dillon doesn't have a problem here in the 3 that starts this whole thing.
Wow, he's loose.
No.
Yeah, everybody was just loose right there. So Witt kind of got dumped from behind too, it looked like.
Alan, I see what you're saying about Austin Dillon. Looks like he saw the guys up front getting loose. He checked up.
Yeah. Skinner. Oh, and Hut Strickland has a problem in the Dunleavy car.
And he has smacked an outside wall hard.
And Rick Mast is also involved.
Because he hit the inside wall hard here, too.
I believe Rusty Wallace has a flat right front tire also.
Well, there's smoke coming from the car in any case.
If that's the case, is Rusty going to pit and take a penalty, or is he going to ride around the racetrack?
Well, the others are coming into the pit, so
a pit road is open.
Yeah,
so
right.
Hut Strickland is out of the car. He was scampersing, and
boy, he hit that
one car down the bottom of the racetrack. It's Bobby Labonte.
I don't see any damage. I think he just got around backwards there.
If he stays out on the racetrack, he should stay on the lead lap. Looking for Jeff Gordon to come around. So we'll check that. There were only 4 cars on the lead lap since Grissom had gone 1 lap down. All right, here's Gordon back to the flag to complete lap 433. And here comes Labonte. So he will stay on the lead lap. Here's what happened. It was way up in turn 2.
He's right by himself, so what he probably did is got back in the throttle, got the back end out, and around he went. He is very lucky not to get hit by oncoming cars.
Didn't look like Jack Sprague. He's and around they go. Terry Cook in the wall. Caution on the speedway. Houston spins. All of this at lap 147 here in Milwaukee. Cook and Corelli were those 2 right there. Then to try and avoid the situation, Marty Houston spun. Mike Wallace trying to get his lap back, could not do so on the number 2 truck. 99 Busch kept Mike Wallace behind, so Wallace still a lap down. And what began as a full-size Chevy truck looks more like a little gremlin now. Let's watch what happens, Coach.
Well, and Cook's been having a great day.
Oh, he and Corelli got together.
Right together, and they've been together all day, trying battling each other for the position, and they just rubbed going into turn 1. There's not much room in turn 1.
You see Renfro sliding by. Marty Houston also sliding by.
They're right here. There's the 2. And really, I got to say, I think Cook pulled it down. He was riding a little bit high, and I think he pulled right into Corelli. Cook was having a good day, but I think he caused that.
And Mike Wallace trying.
Trouble. Just look at that. There we got another car. That was the 10 car. Phil Parsons just spun and hit the inside wall. They were about 5 or 6 wide coming down the backstretch, and we all know that it's not the way to get around Watkins Glen or get set up for that inner loop.
And tear. Now over on the inner loop, just a little bit later,
Matt Kenseth and Phil Parsons. It looked like Phil Parsons might have checked up, and Matt got into the back of him a little bit and got him spun right down the backstretch.
There was a wild scramble in front of them. They're about halfway back in this pack, and watch them go 3 and 4 wide. And difficult to tell how the contact might have occurred, but it sent Phil Parsons turning right into the middle of that pack, and I can't believe nobody else got involved in that. That's amazing. Well, it's yesterday.
Oh, they have trouble. They have trouble. Martin gets together with Cope. Hamilton goes by. Cope is in the wall, and caution is on the speedway.
Eli, we don't even have to see a replay on that one. That was the actual, we were watching the lead cars there, and you could see that Mark Martin got into the side of the 12 car there and just turned right around.
So caution on the speedway. Bobby Hamilton, the new leader of the Duralube 500, the third different race he has led here at Phoenix International Raceway. He led here in '89, in '91, and now here in 1996. Bobby Hamilton, the new leader of the Duralube 500. Let's take another look, fellas.
Well, you see on the outside there, the 12 car comes down just a little bit. You see Mark Martin touch him on the left rear corner. Now he turns around. Watch this lick on this flat track hard into the corner there on the left rear.
I'll tell you something, old Mark Martin took him a long time and almost finally cleared all of that traffic.
Bobby Ellis. Ah, we got a crash. Hard one. That's Keselowski slamming the wall. Down here, going into turn number 1. 2 others are gathered up. Keselowski running in 5th position, wallops the wall in the first turn.
Number 15 is involved. Mark Gibson. He just spun a few laps ago.
What a bad break for the Winnebago team. They have had nothing but bad luck. They had a good run going up at Milwaukee. It came up short. They've had to patch this one up before. It looks like they got a lot of work to do again. The Keselowski family been running Mopar products for years.
Ned, you see Charlie Craig in there. He's had trouble already in a previous, but he's going into pits right now. Probably change tires to see if he has a fender down on the tire.
He was the third vehicle involved in the crash in turn 1. The other two were able to, Cragen and the 15 truck of Mark Gibson were able to pull away, but Keselowski's truck, don't think he can drive it away.
No, that one's torn up bad, and isn't that about where Jimmy Hensley went in and tore his up yesterday? Took the front end off, took the rear clip. Bad break for Keselowski, and they're bringing out the ambulance. May have gotten his bell rung pretty good. That's, that part of the track, you accelerate for 50 or 60 feet, and that's all you get. And you just begin to use throttle control. Here he is climbing up.
Ken, you see the window net out of the truck there. That is to tell the workers I'm okay. When you drop the net out like that, that's to let them know they don't have to be in a hurry to get to you.
He got bashed right over the eye yesterday. This is from Jimmy Hensley's view, looking back.
Now they're lapping the 92 truck, and they got together coming into the turn, and it doesn't take much, just a little bit of a tap. So around goes the 92. The 15 truck coming up behind there, he also was being lapped, and so he got caught up in it as a result of being up on the outside groove. Here's the tail end of the accident.
100-mile-an-hour hit.
Sam Horn got put to Norrick there. Oh, and Norrick's in the fence. Lance Norrick. Something happened. The right front is down, and a shower of sparks from Lance Norrick's Dodge. The Mecklenburg Duncan Dodge. I don't think that brief contact had much to do with Norrick getting into the fence. I think he was probably, it appeared to me, that he was trying to get out of the way of the leaders and may have gotten into the marbles and into the wall.
Mike, when you get way up high like that, there's a lot of debris up there, and the truck just wouldn't turn. I don't think the contact had anything to do with it. That's too bad, beautiful truck.
It was. 94 laps are complete. We're under caution for the third time today, not counting the initial caution to dry the track in the green-yellow situation we started with. Lance Norrick has a lot of damage. We'll be right back. Lance Norrick of Oklahoma City has some pretty serious right front suspension damage to his Dodge truck after the bout with the wall. Let's show you what happened here as the leaders were coming up to lap it.
pile up.
trouble up here in turn 4.
We've got Greg Sachs, Michael Waltrip, and Brett Bodine. And Rick Wilson nails Michael Waltrip right in the driver's side, and Lake Speed is also involved. The track is almost
start-finish line.
Track is almost blocked up there. Here comes Rusty through, however, and he is going to get a lap back. But there is just all kinds of debris up in the fourth corner, and there is Michael Waltrip as he gets out of that car. He got nailed really hard in the driver's side, but as you can see, he is climbing out okay.
Yeah, and he looks into Rick Wilson. Now, they're big buddies. They live close together up on Lake Norman, and Michael looking in to see if Rick is okay. They pal around quite a bit with Kyle Petty, but the buddies getting together here.
Michael needs to get out of the way if any cars come into the pit stops. They're both right at the entrance to pit road. There's a lot of oil and water there. They need to be off pit road quick.
We have a replay of what happened here as Lake Speed comes in.
Okay, the car number...
Looks like Brett
Bodine. It looks like spun sideways as he came around, and there's Michael Waltrip hitting him. And
you'll see Lake Speed spin into the picture at the top of the screen here in a moment. There he is, and then boom.
Oh.
Well, he didn't hit Michael in the driver's side as much as he did in the left rear of the car.
That blue car was Greg Sachs, and the one up on the top side of the racetrack.
In the NASCAR Toyota Series, but a big wreck on the front stretch.
Ben Kennedy slides out of line and slams the outside wall.
Still got him coming here. Just hold on. You're okay. Brakes. You okay, Ben?
We heard Ben say, yeah, I'm good.
That is great to hear, because he took a shot out of the draft, nose first into the wall, and before he could get the truck under control, the back end came and slammed it as well.
Good to hear his voice say, yeah, I'm okay.
What happened? Nemechek just came down into us? Yeah, Nemechek got into us there. Not sure what he was doing. Was it me or was it him? It was him.
That's something you rarely see is a single truck crash here at Talladega.
Great point.
That was just a lane change on the back straightaway that caused the big pileup earlier in the race, and now the racing looking a whole lot like it did earlier, side by side, 2 peaking at 3 wide, and Ben Kennedy gets turned into the outside wall.
Big crash for David Ruderman. Wow.
That's it.
Well, I heard a loud bang and saw Junior back off. I didn't know if something happened to him. This happened in front of him. That car is really shortened up. I don't know if I've seen one shortened up quite that far. You can see right here is Ruderman. He's already completely sideways, headed to the wall quick. Whew, man. I don't know what that feels like, Dale, but it looks like it would hurt.
Yeah, it's a huge jolt as a driver when you hit something that hard, that square with that, but with the safer barrier, it takes a lot of that impact away from you from inside. The Hans device and everything that they have with these new seats makes it a lot better inside, but still a huge jolt to your body.
Big hit by Ricky Carmichael, Ray. Big hit by Carmichael into the wall. Destroyed the front end of that truck.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Oh, good to hear that.
Thank goodness for those safer barriers.
Look at the destruction.
We heard Ricky just say he got loose. Wow, that thing is... May have been a situation where he got loose, overcorrected, and then shot that thing into the wall head on.
That truck is destroyed.
You see him, he's in between 2 trucks, and he does get sideways and then overcorrects it. And man, did that truck hit the wall hard.
You talked about it. You're going 160, 170 miles an hour when you get into the turn.
Yeah, but you know,
and that's a hard right turn.
You just don't see wrecks that hard very often. I mean, that truck clobbered the outside wall, and he shot up there at just such an extreme angle, Phil.
Almost perpendicular to the outside wall.